প্রাণবন্ত বিশ্লেষণ প্রতিদিন ম্যাচ শুরুর 1 ঘন্টা আগে বাজি স্পোর্টস স্ট্রেট ড্রাইভে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি সরাসরি টি স্পোর্টসে।
Rakitic, Campos. Oh, and you can't answer that from Khulna. Absolutely stunning strike. Sevilla take the lead. They've been knocking on the door ever since the restart, but there's nothing Claudio Bravo has. Good ball from Rakitic, Montiel with the cross, and it's an own goal, and it's 2-0, and Hector Bellerin signs Betis's death warrant, I suspect, for 10 minutes to go. Lovely play from Sevilla. What a sad way for Bellerin.
Cricketers of the world head to Pakistan for the 7th edition of the PSL. Can the Multan Sultans retain their title? Or has the time come to crown new champions? Catch all the exhilarating T20 action of the Pakistan Super League 27 January onwards, live on T-Sports.
বসো শরীফুল দাঁড়াও ক্লাসরুমে ক্রিকেট খেলা আচ্ছা বলো তো খেলা কোথায়
আর
হবে
আমি বলি স্কুলের মাঠে
বসো বলো
টাউন হল মাঠে
কি শরীফুল হাত তুললা কেন
স্যার এবার আমি বলি
বলো
সব খেলা হবে টি স্পোর্টসে
বিপিএল সিজনে জমবে 21 জানুয়ারি থেকে 18 ফেব্রুয়ারি 6 দলের হাড্ডাহাড্ডি লড়াই সরাসরি টি স্পোর্টসে।
He was waiting for that.
Very good evening and welcome back to the Sher-e-Bangla National Stadium for match number 2 of the Bangabandhu BPL. This one's between Khulna Tigers and Minister Dhaka. Coming to you live on this lovely evening here. Second match, the teams, the Dhaka schedule, having a look at that. The first one, obviously, Borishal winning by 4 wickets, then we carry on. As you can see, couple of matches every day, different times. Today's a Friday, so started a little late, but the other games start at 12:30, the second one at 5:30. This is the first leg, the Dhaka schedule. So we have a look at this lovely ground, and the second leg, 3rd of February to the 12th, similar timings. Bangabandhu BPL 2020. It's time for a look at the wicket. Atar Ali Khan was down there earlier.
What a way to start the Bangabandhu BPL 2020 with a six. The first ball bowled by Naeem Hassan was belted down the ground for a massive six. But since then, the batters did not look good, were not comfortable, apart from Benny Howell, who came on to bat at number 7 and smashed 41 in just 20 deliveries. So still, I believe this surface has got enough runs. If you want to go and spend some time in the middle, it was the spinners who did the damage. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, 4 for 16 in 4 overs in the first match on the same surface. So you got to spend a little bit more time. Even Shakib Al Hasan as a bowler, 1 for 9 in 4 overs. Would you believe it? I thought the bowlers would know, especially the seamers, will need to attack the stumps and they need to be very sure about where to land the ball in the good length area, because if you give the batsman too much width, they'll go for runs. I still feel this is a very good pitch for batting.
Right, so the warm-ups for the first time for these two teams, and as usual, see a bit of soccer in the middle. Lovely afternoon. There will be concern with the dew now that we're into winter. All-important toss is very crucial in the evening games in particular. And you can see the overseas players, the skipper just warming up. Right, so let's go down and join Eddie Rainsford for the toss.
Bangabandhu Bangladesh Premier League 2022. It's match number 2. I've got the match ref alongside me, Akhtar Ahmed, and the two captains, starting with Mushfiqur Rahim of the Khulna Tigers and Mamadullah Riyad for Minister Dhaka. Match ref, you've got the coin?
টেলস প্লিজ
Tails is the call.
আমরা বোলিং করব
This tail and Khulna Tigers will bowl.
Right, there you have it. News is that Khulna Tigers have... Well, Mushfiqur, you've won the toss. Why do you want to bowl? And first of all, how are you?
First of all, Alhamdulillah, great to be back here again and playing the BPL. Always exciting tournament. And I think it's a night game, and you already can see the dew, it's falling heavily. So later part, it will be difficult for our spinners to grip. And also, it's a fresh wicket, so we didn't know that how many score will be a good one. So hopefully, if we bowl and field really well and restrict them in a modest total, and later on we can chase it down.
Right, Mahmudullah lost the toss. You disappointed? Happy to bat first, or did you also want to have a ball?
No, not really. Not really disappointed because I wanted to bat first. Looks a very good wicket. Try to get a good start and get a good total on the board, and then try to defend it.
Right, you watched the first game, Mahmudullah. What did you think of it? What did you think of the pitch itself and the outfield and how the two teams went about their work? Obviously a day game.
Yeah, I think the night game it might be a bit different, but wicket looks quite good. It has a good carry. Hopefully we can, as I've mentioned, that if we can get a good start, then try to build on it.
Preparations, Mushfiq, how have they gone?
Yeah, all the boys are pretty pumped up, and they're playing last 2-3 months non-stop cricket, so we had a couple of quiet days, but all are ready to go.
Mahmudullah, any players we can watch out for? Who can we keep our eye on, except for you and Mushfiqa? Who else can we have a look at in your squad?
I think Tamim and the Ras is there.
Nice.
So hopefully look out for.
Right, you two gentlemen, thank you very much.
Cheers.
All the best today.
Cheers.
Right, the news out in the middle is that the Khulna Tigers have won the toss and they want to have a ball first.
But not surprisingly, I think that's going to be the trend right through this tournament. We're into the winter months, and so there will be a question of the dew. Have a look at the two teams alongside. I've got Atul Wasan.
Well, these are the three the overseas star for Khulna Tigers. Mr. Dhaka also got a lot of talent. Tamim Iqbal is a big star, and Andre Russell in there. The teams are ready now, but I expected this. The team winning the toss would actually bowl first. I'm surprised Mahmudullah is saying that he would have batted first. He probably wants to bowl with a wet ball.
Maybe he's been pretty diplomatic and trying to say, well, whatever. But, you know, sometimes early on in the tournament, you get a feel of either bowling first or batting first. And as it's the first game, I think it's not such a bad option.
Well, as they mentioned that there is dew already, and then as the match progresses, it's going to be 3 hours at least of more dew. So bowlers will be up against it. And batting side increasingly finds it very easy when the ball just... And it's a good surface. We've seen a good carry on the surface. There's no grip on the wicket already. But we saw a low-scoring game today.
Well, the first one, both the teams were a little apprehensive. You could feel it in their body language. And just playing the first game, it was a low-scoring game. But you know what? I don't think that really indicates how it's going to go. You mentioned the fact that there is good carry on this wicket, and particularly with the skidding on question of the dew factor, that's when I think the batters have a little bit of advantage. But we'll have to wait and see. It's a funny old game. Never know what transpires.
Well, the team batting first should be comfortable with at least 150 on the board, 160. Below that is always difficult, especially with the dew. But early games, we'll see how the trend is in first few days. Mushfiqur always energetic, pumping up his players. It's a brand new season. We've seen a very good game first up on the first day. And what an explosive start by Kemar Lewis, going for that big heave, first one of the tournament. Nice little pink pads.
Well, a lot of colourful gear in both the sides.
Yeah, quite an array of colours, pink and green. I've never seen them to go together.
Well, what you see, the two batsmen coming out, two very, very explosive batters. And if they can be as colourful as their jerseys, we can expect a whole lot of runs. Tamim Iqbal back in the fray. He's been unfortunately out with a spate of injuries at different times. Maybe he didn't get an opportunity to represent the country in the international level. But Shahzad, if he gets going, oh boy, watch out.
Well, we have been saying the same very thing about him for the last 7-8 years, I think. If he gets going.
But does he? That is the question. Well, he's got plenty of runs. He hasn't really seen too many big innings. But whenever he's in the middle, you can expect him to go full hog at it.
Yeah, you know, he goes for a couple of big hits and then he promises so much. But more often than not, he disappoints.
Number one, boys. Number one, boy. 9 for 1, boys. Come, let's.